the luckiest so-and-so in the game right now for intense game. Vehicle, but at stage 6, that blue zone's going to start to do more than tickle, and Finale wants to try and put him down here. Remove that threat on the northern side. The vehicle connects the spray, and finally, Adrian is out of there.
Well, good effort nonetheless, dodging the nade, staying up as long as he did. Top 9 for America's region. We'll see how well they're going to do on the Miramar, which I think that's where they're truly going to wake up. We've still got this battle kind of stagnating a little bit between Alter Egos, APG, Fourth Thrives. Fourth Thrives rotated in to get the hard cover. Very contested area. This is going to be crazy, especially when the zone shifts. If it goes north, Fourth Thrives are going to have such a tremendous advantage over APG as well as Alter Egos, who might have to rotate in. So for they've been fighting tooth and nail. I know it's a solo, but Volt, he's given it his all. I mean,
he's got a pretty decent bunker to play around here as well. Given that Fourth Thrives sit on the north side of the compound that is south of Volt's location, other players as well around, he's actually fairly well covered off from getting pushed from that north. Really the only team at the moment that could reasonably push onto this position. I wouldn't be too surprised to see Vision get up into a top 3.
Kinotrop can have a tremendous advantage if the zone does shift north. If they can take down Fireflux, they have all that open space that they can utilize to be the gatekeepers for Fourth Thrives and Co to push up. And it looks like Fourth Thrives do run into a little bit of an issue as one player is currently down. I don't know what ended up happening there, and that was to Volt, excuse me, the solo, right? Still managing to fight tooth and nail. They should get Fourth Thrives member back up, so they'll be 4 strong. Mind you, hitting 100 points, right, is tremendous for them. So good on Fourth Thrives at the moment. They are leading the charge and could very well take first place in our group play.
Yeah, it looks like Volt might not be long for this one. Kinotrope certainly will be the team to displace him, but he has managed to get across here. That makes it so much harder for Kinotrope to spot him. Gets a little bit easier for the other teams, though. So Volt is currently dancing through a hailstorm, and it is a very unfriendly atmosphere in the middle of these hills. He the Fireflux across the way. Kinotrope take up that mantle, and again, this position is quite strong. And now with a duo placed in here, I feel like it's just got a lot stronger. I mean, Fourth Thrives currently have that north side playing up to 100 points. You're right, they're breaking that century. They've very, very happy, but they can play on more. Let's see how far they can go.
Yeah, very happy with where Fourth Thrives are currently at, and I think this is going to be a game that they take, in my opinion, which, by the way, would be back-to-back, a huge accomplishment at this level of competition in PMWC. They came into the tournament. We had expectations for them to do well, but this well, not exactly. They are exceeding everybody's standards as far as I'm concerned. We see a replay onto the fight between Alter Egos and APG, and it was Rosemary up top just putting in work, not only on the far away members from APG, but also Fourth Thrives. And that was the down that I ended up seeing. Good on Rosemary to put up that fight, but we're going to have to see a little bit more as he's got to go north straight into the enemies.
Fireflux wrapping around on the north side, across the open ground, straight into the duo, and they're holding well, they're holding strong. Scarface, last player to stand, but with the DBS, able to keep Solus alive as well, and they take up the mantle of the duo in the ditch here on the outside of these compounds. Now, it is all about what Fourth Thrives can do with this warehouse, right? They've had APG Alpha on that south edge, dismantled a little bit by Alter Ego, so that is the outside factor here. And this is a standoff between these two teams. It's Alter Ego and Fourth Thrives, the major threats in this lobby.
Oh, wow, but getting that knock is huge. Maybe Alter Egos can start to push up. Mind you, Fourth Thrives, who knows, do they start to engage themselves? They don't have to move. But I was kind of seeing some nades cook, and if they get it down themselves, maybe they do want to capitalize. This is, in my opinion, where Alter Egos need to push up. Why go to the open space? Why wrap around? Take where APG is currently at.
They've maintained space on the outside here. They have got a knock, and Fourth Thrives actually could end this fight for them. The nades coming thrown on. Doesn't quite connect. Zjol staying alive for just a moment longer. Valak danger now coming through from Alter Ego, could potentially be in those sight lines. You can see how close they are, but it is just shots and nades and every kind of ordnance being sent on in. Valak's getting bold with it.
Yes, and he shouldn't have done that. He overcommitted. You have to assume Alter Egos are going to be on your backside. They look like they're backing away. Maybe it was a ploy to maybe distract and give confidence to Fourth Thrives to push up into APG. Once Alter Egos backs away, Fourth says, okay, if you're not going to push, we're going to go ahead and do it for ourselves. And now you lose one player. Granted, it could have been a lot worse. If they would have full committed, man, Fourth Thrives could have been in a lot of trouble. But losing one player, that could be the difference between winning or losing this game.
And now Alter Ego, having not taken the option to dive on into the fight, will not get third party. They won't get embroiled in the compound engagement. They have outside control. They have the numbers, they have terrain, and the circle has pushed away from both of the hard covers. Over to Fireflux. This is the other stronghold position as Krypton diverts, goes for a drive-by, back into the driver's seat, doesn't quite connect on the shot, but down go Fireflux. They lose one on the knock, but they have full control on the outside now, and neither of the two other teams can take a challenge. They can't leave whilst the other survives.
Wow, look at how active Alter Egos are getting. They are taking the fight to everybody, and they are winning. Rosemary once again on your screen, putting in the work. Now at 4 eliminations, we're up to our top 3 at the moment, and Alter Egos are steamrolling through the lobby.
10 elims for Alpha. They've had a good game already. They ran across the road to R8 and allowed 4 Thrives in the door, and that spelled their demise. For now, they do still have an opportunity to get a little bit further here. We've seen what duos can do, but with the chokehold that Alter Ego have on this circle, I don't imagine it's going to last for that long.
Not at all, and man, I'm so impressed with Alter Egos. The amount of pressure, not only with their utility, but also taking the moment and shining through it. Alter Egos mowing down 4 Thrives. They took down one earlier. They get the finish on them, and now APG versus Alter Egos, and Rosemary, who else? The tip of the spear, pushing forward, looking to take down APG, take game number 4, and they will do exactly that.
A beautiful chicken dinner coming through from Alter Ego. They rotate down the outside, they pen in the fight, they extract value, they get 13 eliminations on the match and 23 points to add to the tally. They are the top of their group and they're on top of the world right now. A happy bunch of lads they are. What a great run from them in that match. They rotated far during that game. They played it well, they played it wise, and in the end they came out on top.
Without a doubt, in Rosemary, you gotta sing his praises. Rosemary was that guy for the roster, taking matters into his own hands, keeping the pressure up onto APG as well as 4 Thrive simultaneously. During the replay we watch it, even in the final moments, pushing straight forward, because even if he goes down, he has full-fledged confidence his team is going to have his back.
Absolutely fantastic stuff. We also saw in those final moments Alpha having a decent showing, getting late into the game, a large elim count. They had some good plays there, allowing for
Reach your impossible. Lenovo Legion.
highly anticipated addition to the Mummy series outfits is here. Paired with the new Ice Tomb glider, the Polar Spectrophage set is just what you need to freeze your enemies. Or send them ablaze with the Inferno Fiend set's new upgradable Chain Inferno Uzi. All the Mummy outfits are back. Join now and collect the whole series to turn all eyes on the battleground. Event period, July 10th, 2025 through September 2nd, 2025.
I'm here in the coach's viewing area and I've just spotted Mitra from ESPORTS and I want to have a quick chat with you real quick. First and foremost, what was your preparation like heading into this entire event?
Can you repeat again?
What was your preparation like coming into this event?
We have own game, so we just practice our game. That's it.
Did watching the games yesterday help you guys at all?
I did, but we don't care really opponent's game. We just have our own game. This is the main rule for us.
And what's the game plan? Because you guys had a great day one. What is the plan now moving forward? Can you keep up that same momentum?
I hope so. We will try our best.
Amazing. Well, best of luck to you. I'm going to let you go ahead and continue watching the games. Thank you.
Alter Ego being able to clutch up one of the most impressive wins that I feel like we have seen today. Because the way that this team was just moving around Neptura, it was, I think I'm running out of words here, besides just impressive. Leapfrogging people, doing the right rotations, doing everything correctly.
It's pure vibes, is all I have to say about that. It's pure vibes. Max is going to be having very many words with me after show, I think. No, I think it was really good. And I want to say vibes particularly, honestly, because how I often see a team, when I'm looking for a team that I think might win a game, I am looking for a certain kind of aggression in how they're moving. And that is like the vibe that I'm talking about. It's like all of a sudden, it was in the last game and in this game. Alter Ego all of a sudden decided we're going to win this game. Not we might win, not we're going to try and win. We are going to win. And you could see that in the way they rotate. You could see they were playing with each other, how they were moving. It was a really, really good thing. So for me, yeah, straight vibes.
Yeah, I mean, we'll come back to Alter Ego because I want to talk a little bit more, and I'm sure Maxman wants to talk even more about Alter Ego. A team, though, that we've been wanting to see a little bit more of in the last match, not this one that just happened, but in the second Erangel. Alpha Gaming was just 2 split out. They were able to kind of fix that up here in this match with some 2-2 splits. They end up with 17 points, Max.
Yeah, I mean, at the start of the game, they have a good split. Good wide split into phase 2, going into phase 3. It was like, okay, that's a pretty good one. You have Rozok under control. You have Mini School, as I like to call it, between Mini Pachinki and School itself. They have these 2 really solid positions. Wait for the circle to shift, and then you can take the better of the 2 positions fully under your control. And then, 780, talking about the splits that kind of caused their demise later on in the game, they send players solo over the road to try and take care of Thundertalk at one point. That worked out, but then the same onto Alter Ego. That was really confusing to me. So yeah. I think that they're just feeling a little bit too confident. Sometimes like, oh, just send a player who'll take care of the squad. No, like, you're at PMWC. Okay, can't do that. It's PMWC. You're going to be in a lot of trouble. So I want them to try and be a little bit more respectful of their opponents in these matches.
Well, even if you rewind it a little bit, right, towards the beginning of the match, whenever they were having a 2-2 split there towards the Rozok, you were not happy about it. I was not happy about it. Neptura wasn't happy about it either. But it's good to see that this team is at least staying a little bit more closer to each other. One team that we also saw, and we're not really going to continue to talk about them that much because they have just been so good. Yeah, if you said Fourth Rise, you're absolutely correct. They have been performing really, really well. There was some things here and there, especially for Falak in the last game. I didn't enjoy how he ended up overextending Neptura.
Yeah, classic bait move, I feel like. He just decided, I don't think he knew or he realized that there might be a player still in that building after he naded it, right? So he was like, there's nobody there, I'm going to go forward. But there was no need for him to do that in the first place, and that's really what caught him out. So yeah, it is unfortunate that we saw that, but again, I feel it's like the one major mistake we've seen from them in this entire tournament so far. So it's like, okay, I'm going to give it to him this once. Don't do it again.
There's been a couple more, and I feel like now we're starting to just start nitpicking on this team because they are starting to become the contenders, right, for champions. They do have a healthy lead whenever we end up looking at the overall. That team has just been able to continue to perform. Now, going over back to Alter Ego, I feel like one of the winning plays, and I'm pretty sure you might end up agreeing with this, Max, is when they ended up rotating south, but then we saw a nasty leapfrog.
Yeah, the leapfrog ahead of Alpha Gaming here in mini school, where they send Alba over to the little ridge. He's like, oh, actually, this is a really good angle. We can get onto Alpha Gaming and Fourth Rise. If a third-party opportunity happens, we could send it. So let's send Alva. And then Alva is the one that enables the rest of his team to go back over to that eastern ridge. And then everyone is safe. You don't have to cross the road, which was the biggest issue for me on that initial rotation, is what's going to be the next move after you put yourself... So they had the next step already ahead of them. But that was a good play already, Neb.
Right.
But what I was super hyped about even more after that was when they went wide around onto Fireflux. Like, that rotation was literally the game-winning rotation at the very end of that match.
But it was so risky. It was so risky to do because you had 2 players of Fireflux. You had 1 player of Team Secret, I think it was. You had all these players up there that really you didn't really have any idea that you could do something against. So for me, it was really, really interesting to see that they actually went for that at all. But again, they had that momentum going in, and so they felt like they could do it.
I mean, we've been talking about this team, so let's take a look at this SMB head-to-head. You can see Alpha Gaming. We know that aggressors, and they're currently being just that, Max. And you're looking at this graphic, and I saw you squinting your face. What are you seeing?
No, I was like, is that real? I was like, wait, is
yeah,
damage? Very big disparity, but it just goes to show that how Alter Ego, unfortunately, has been relatively silent until this very point, right?
Yeah.
And then you go on to the other